and hopefully Rodney will take this and edit off any other stupid things I say. So we have a smallish group today. I wonder where, because I'm not responsible for emailing out the reminders, and we didn't have a topic scheduled for today's conversation, which may be why the group is smaller. It also could be the holiday weekend. I'm not going to cast aspersions on the holidays, but
Mhm.
Cameron, have you been here before?
No, first time.
Oh, then I better give you a little overview about what this is. So I'm not Rodney, even though I'm subbing for him. He runs this organization, the Coffee Connect networking group. How'd you find out about us?
My HR director, Amy Hill.
Wonderful, because
Okay.
Rodney attends the HR roundtables in the Cincinnati area.
Okay.
So the structure of the meeting is it's an hour long.
Okay.
Typically, but not today, we have a presenter. There's a little business where we introduce new people and explain the structure. And actually, I will call it the slideshow. Wouldn't that be smart if I actually did what I'm supposed to do? Give me just a second to share my slideshow. I actually had it in on my screen and now it's not presenting. So from the beginning, welcome to Coffee Connect. It looks professional when I do it this way, doesn't it? Ah, people are still arriving. Rita's here. So the Coffee Connect started by Rodney years ago. Can you see my screen now?
Not quite yet.
Yep.
Okay.
No, okay.
Yes.
All right. So welcome to Coffee Connect. If you're not on the email list, you can send an email to ccinfo@addictedtoconnecting.com and Rodney will add you to the list. There's also more information on the Coffee Connect website, Addicted to Connecting. And if you're not addicted to connecting by the end of this meeting, I'm not doing a good job. The structure of the meeting, as I was explaining to you, Cameron, was we're going to do a few minutes at the beginning where people who are not familiar with Coffee Connect are told what's going to go on. The typical structure is, again, we have a presenter with a topic. They present for a few minutes. We go into breakout rooms and discuss a question that they ask. We come back, we discuss the answers to the question. There's a little more presentation. We have another question. We go into breakout rooms. We come back and we wrap up at about 11 o'clock. And
Okay.
it's the real networking happens in those breakout rooms where you get a chance to tell people who you are, what a good referral for you would be, and you learn that information from the other people. And I would suggest that people put their contact info in the chat, that you save the chat, and if you encounter somebody at the Zoom meeting that you'd like to learn more about, ask them to schedule a one-to-one, whether they're in person or on Zoom. It's a chance to learn more about how you can help each other, and that's how networks grow.
Yep.
Very
So
concise. Appreciate the breakdown, Jess.
thank you. I wish somebody had done that for me when I.
Are we going to give him a little 30-second spot up
We
front?
are in just a minute, but I wanted to start with: are there any celebrations or announcements that anybody has to share? Should I do a countdown timer? Don't all jump at once. All right. So this would be a chance if you had a celebration coming up to let everybody know, or an event. Now, Cameron, because you're the new person, we're going to give you I'll give you a minute to tell people a little bit about yourself. The best way to introduce yourself is your name, your organization, and a little bit about who you solve problems for and what problems you solve for them. Or if you're in job transition, what you're looking for, not necessarily what you were doing.
Okay, perfect. Well, my name is Cam Horn. I represent Check Off Your List in Columbus, Ohio. They are a remote fractional business services organization. We help businesses delegate back office tasks like admin, bookkeeping, marketing, um, human resources as well, and a little bit of IT. Um, Our clients typically have like a $250,000 to $5 million in revenue. Um, we provide 2 US-based professionals in whatever line of business that you need. So we're not doing any offshore, no Philippines. So these individuals have franchise experience, corporation experience, real estate, law firm, CPA, doing everything from bookkeeping, HR, marketing, and so forth. Um, a good referral for us would be any executive that feels bogged down, any decision maker, any business owner. That way we can get them through our pipeline and figure out how we can help them with our team.
Wow, wonderful. Great job. Thank you for that.
Oh,
I actually,
appreciate it.
I actually had another slide I could have presented, which was the intro to new people slide. So I probably should have thrown that on, but I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking. And a
Oh, that's
reminder,
perfect.
reach out to Cameron if you'd like to learn more about how you can help each other. So,
All right, our presenter is here. I see Tim is here.
Tim, take it away. No.
You are so wrong.
That was well played. But as of now, today there will be 27 new people that have this year, since Coffee Connect is in this, not this calendar year, but in this Coffee Connect, I think started in March of several years ago. And Rodney's goal is to get 100 new people to visit. We've got 26 new people so far this year.
Nice.
And I'm going to stop sharing because my next slide is actually the one I want to use at the end of the meeting. And when I have 3 screens, I have to figure out where my pointer is on all these screens. We don't have a topic for today. And Lamar has some suggestions. I have some suggestions. We can take a little vote about what we'd like to talk about. Lamar, you want to? Oh, Ron's got his hand raised.
Since we have a new member, should we all do introductions first?
I would love that.
That's not a bad idea, and we're a small enough group that we can get away with that. So why don't we do that? That's not normally what gets done because we normally have 20 people and we wouldn't get that chance. So the intros happen in the breakouts. If we want to, I can call on each person. I'll give you a half a minute to do your little elevator speech, and then we'll get on to a discussion topic and what those could be. So Joe, you go first, and then Ron, you'll follow.
Okay. My name is Joe Binder. I'm a retired IT professional. I'm a volunteer coach in Cincinnati, Ohio, assisting those in job transition. I volunteer a couple days a week, assisting people with things like interview preparation, resume prep, LinkedIn profiles, things of that nature. And last week I presented on a topic that I wrote instructions for the Kenton County Public Library. It's called Data Axle. It's a database, and the name of the class was using Data Axle to build a target list of companies in your job search. And that's me in a nutshell. Next.
Ron, then Lamar.
Good morning. I'm old enough to remember when it was Reference USA.
Yes.
My name is Ron Levine. I'm with Calicity. We are a voice-over phone service provider, but more importantly, we work with small and medium-sized businesses to help them be more productive, efficient, and effective. Ron Levine, Calicity.
Lamar, then Jared.
Lamar Ratcliffe. I'm retired Army Corps of Engineer veteran, recovering banker, retired financial advisor, and now in retirement, my passion, it keeps me hopefully mentally sharp, helping people in transition, helping people to grow their network, but also helping people to trying to grow their business. Put my information in the chat if we have not connected.
He's going in and out a lot.
Jared's background noise is overwhelming Lamar's presentation.
Mine?
Yeah, I see your on my screen. Your sound is activating.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna go turn down my radio.
Lamar, you want to repeat the last part of what you said?
I love to help people grow their network, whether they're in transition or whether they're in business and trying to meet. I love to make win-win introductions, so I won't introduce you until we have a chance to have a one-to-one. Thank you.
All right. Jared,
What?
then.
News to report. My good news to report is the Guardians did not lose yesterday.
Nice. I love that. I'm from Cleveland.
Because they didn't play.
Right.
Oh.
Oh. All right. Jared, you're up then, Jeff.
The only other thing I got going in here is a vent. So if it's picking up something, I'm not sure what it is. But
Better now.
Cameron, good to meet you. I'm Jared
Pleasure.
Hiltzman. I'm also from Cleveland, but I live and reside in Columbus now. Some of which is thanks to the efforts that I've made here through networking and Coffee Connect. I'm now closer to my family, but I've worked for Sherwin-Williams for 24 years now.
Okay.
And we have operations down here in Columbus, and I am the global reverse logistics manager. So basically, we take care of and find homes for paint that you can't sell because of expiration or quality issues or that type of thing.
Makes
So
sense.
yeah,
Okay.
I've been around here for about 2 years. After a while, you get addicted to talking with these guys. So, we hope to see you, in weeks to come and months to come as well.
Appreciate the welcome.
All right, Jeff, then Steve.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you, Cameron. Welcome to Coffee Connect. I am the one and only non-Ohio resident, probably in the whole community, definitely on this call.
Well, I live in Atlanta right now, so don't feel too that.
Fair enough. I'm in Wisconsin, in the Milwaukee area. And speaking of the Guardians, I'll have you guys know I rooted hard for then the Indians in the 2016 World Series. I had just moved to Chicago in August. 2 months later, I'm thinking, no, this is not what I signed up for. No, go Cleveland, please, for the love of God. And we all know what happened. So, anyways,
that would have been great.
You had to
Cavs
bring
and
that
Indians. Cavs and
I
Indians
just-
same year. Oh man, would have been great.
my heart broke with you guys. The sea of blue and red, it was so unfortunate. It was not what I moved there for. Anyways, I'm out.
All right. Steve, then Rita.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Steve Levan. I'm in Akron. Mechanical engineer, new product design, most recently med devices, spinal implants, instruments, the tools surgeons use. Previously, worked for Omnia Medical, Integra Spine, Taken Spine, focusing on Northeast Ohio, full-time hybrid remote. Again, my name's Steve Levan. Nice meeting you all.
All right. Rita, then Tim.
Morning. I'm Rita Eminette, owner of Eminette Design Studio, a full-service interior design firm for commercial and residential. I design spaces with purpose. We do that with creativity and deep intellect. If you know anyone who needs residential or commercial design services, please reach out. I also do referrals, so if I don't think it's the right project for me, I can help you find someone who can service your needs. Thank you so much.
Before we go on to Tim, you had an article about you in the paper.
Ooh.
I did. So the Beacon Journal last Friday has an article about interior design for Americana, because of course we know the 4th of July is this week. And I was interviewed for said article. They even put my picture in there, so my mother's very proud. As soon as there's some sort of digital copy that I can share with everyone, I will. I do think I have not found it online yet. I do think I will be getting one of my mother's 3 printed copies, so maybe I can take some photographs.
Three
Um,
printed.
it was nice my mom went out and did that because she is an Akron Beacon Journal subscriber, but she only gets it Saturdays and Sundays, so she had to go out special for those. So that's
Shout
very
out to mom.
exciting. So yeah, exactly. And needless to say that the writer of the article did send me like screenshots of it on there because she of course has access to it, but it's a little blurry. So
All right. So you could have put that in the celebrations and announcements part of the meeting.
sorry.
That's okay. I wanted to call that out because I knew about it. Tim, then Ray and Julie, just so you know, because we had such a small group and we didn't have a plan for today, we're giving everybody a chance to do their commercials, and Cameron was new.
Yeah, congratulations, Rita. That's awesome to hear. Very exciting. My name is Tim Arnold. I lead a team of financial advisors in my office in Blue Ash, Ohio. We're expanding locally and nationally, work with Primerica as the parent company. Looking for people part-time or full-time. Do not have to have a financial background, thank goodness, or I wouldn't be involved with the company. Recovering engineer was my former career. But looking for people, like I said, part-time or full-time with good people skills, good communication skills, training skills, looking to earn some extra income or even make a career change.
Ray, you're up.
I wasn't sure that Tim was done. He's so modest.
All you, Ray.
I'm Ray Matthews, the founder and principal of Modern Day Alchemy. We're a private equity firm where your money gets you the things that you deserve. We specialize in the acquisition of undervalued assets, especially real estate and small to medium-sized businesses. We are located in Cleveland, Ohio, but we operate throughout the state. If you or anyone else you know is looking to get more value out of their undervalued capital, such as old retirement accounts, 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, any of that stuff, please feel free to give us a call. That's it.
Nice.
All right. Julie, you're up.
Hello, everybody. My name's Julie Meyer. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm a retired art director, graphic designer. I've been retired for over 10 years. Now I volunteer helping people in job transition with my networking event list. And Coffee Connect is one of the things that's on my list. And I ran over here to my friend's house. The dogs haven't come downstairs yet, so they might start barking. But I haven't had any AC at my place since Thursday. So
Oh no.
I came here because there's air conditioning here. So if you start to hear dogs barking, you'll know they've woken up.
Sounds good.
Oh, so this is actually turning more into a Cleveland area networking, Lamar, if we do it this way. That's an event that I run on Mondays at noon for half an hour, which is helping people learn to do their networking commercials, which everybody needs practice with. So thank you for trying something a little different today, guys. And that was a great idea. So Lamar, you had some ideas about topics for conversation. You want to share those with the group? You're muted. Wait, I got the mug for that. You're still muted. I can't unmute you. You have to unmute yourself, Lamar.
Lamar.
Go, you got it.
Got it.
I have 2 challenges. One is what to do for the next 6 months, and my other challenge is technology. So I'll do the technology one-to-one with Jeff because he's really good at it. And what I just thought is this is the first day of the second half of the year. We've got all sorts of different climate issues, technology issues, all sorts of things going on. It'd be interesting if people would share 1 or 2 things they hope to accomplish by the end of the year.
Right. do you want me to call on the first person and they can throw the ball to the next person?
That sounds good.
All right, I'm going to start with Rita. Your eyes got real big.
What's going on? I was getting a bunch of sidebar messages. What's going on? What?
Yeah, that's my fault.
Sorry. So are we,
I'll
what are we
start.
talking about?
I'll take the pressure off you. I'm going to throw it to you afterwards, though.
Okay.
What
Okay.
would you like to accomplish by the end of the year? Personally, I would like to purchase 3 more businesses, at least 25 more properties, preferably 50, but anyway. And raise an addition, well, not raise, find another infinite money pool. Those are my 3 goals by the end of the year.
When you
2
find,
accomplished. The infinite money pool is a whole another situation.
yeah, when you find that infinite money pool, we'd all like to go swimming with you.
Most definitely.
I have 2, but you know, I need a 3rd. I have big plans for next year. I have big plans.
Nice. Sounds like I need a one-on-one with you, Ray.
Everybody needs a one-on-one with Ray. He asks the best questions I've ever heard in a one-to-one.
And he's a continual learner. So from this group that meets on Monday, he learned how to private equity firms, got the money he needed. And Ray, how much have you grown in the last 2 years?
Right now, I am running in the last 2 years, just over triple what I was doing, but by the end of the year, I'll be like quadruple what my output was 2 years ago.
That's great growth.
He is an entrepreneur's entrepreneur.
All right.
That's impressive, Jeff. I could be doing better. I could be doing a lot more, but.
And who has to follow you now?
Not it.
Design is in, so.
All right, Ray, pass the question on.
Oh, I'm passing the question on to Rita. They're available, not typing.
So full vulnerability, my business has taken quite a bit of a hit in the last 6 months. So to think of the next 6 months of what I'm doing, requires me to kind of step out of, emergency mode back into sort of a future planning and or dreaming state, which I haven't honestly done a lot of lately. And I was actually at a state this spring where I was interviewing for full-time jobs because of the state of things. And that's not really what I want to be doing. I'm doing what I really want to be doing, but there has not been enough client work for that. So for me, my big thing is I would like to see me have a higher amount of clients, and a nice blend of clients. So back to my more 50-50 with commercial and residential. That for me is the right fit. I don't want my business to be a 100% residential practice. And sometimes it's really easy for things to slip in that direction. I think I really enjoy doing both and I add value to both types of clients.
Rita, have you and Ray talked about possibly helping some of these things he's acquiring?
Absolutely. And he and I have talked several times. I believe we've talked at like the Jack's Deli breakfasts on Wednesday mornings a couple of times. So I'm happy to help out, but he will bring me in when he thinks that's an appropriate fit. So I trust that. Absolutely.
All right, Rita, pick somebody else.
I want to hear how Ron is doing.
So for me, I just started a new business or a new venture with a very small business. So the next 6 months is really about exposure for the company. I've really ramped up my networking efforts. So I've got to, at some point, separate the wheat from the chaff because I can't be everywhere all the time. I've gotten very active in Alignable, which many of you may or may not know, but they do a lot of actually in-person events or do some, and I'm just trying to test a lot of different things. And being a small business, we don't have a huge budget, so we're not doing pay-per-clicks advertising. We're not doing joining every B&I group, or we're trying to do kind of guerrilla warfare. So I'm in my 6th week. And I'm learning the industry. So I've got my goal by the end of the year is to be fully conversant and to have my sort of methodology down. And then phase 2 is I've been asked, in addition to selling for Calicity, to help them build a professional sales team. So phase 2 will be trying to recruit people, which is interesting because I've never worked in a commission space. So it's a different type of salesperson than I'm used to dealing with. So I have a lot on my plate.
Ron, have you met Rick Iacoboni?
The name's familiar,
Reach
probably
out,
12 years ago.
reach out to me afterwards because he might be a great person to help you grow your network.
Okay.
I've known Rick longer than I've known every single person in this room, and I've known him
including
for a long time.
your
Well, I did my senior project at the Greater Cleveland Growth Association, and he was working there. So
Oh.
since 1988.
Oh wow, this is the year I was born.
So I am gonna flip it to Jeff.
Thank you, Ron. All right, so my goal is to reconnect with Rita on a one-to-one.
You got 6 months to accomplish this task.
Which we're doing later today. So there you go.
Yeah, so my goal really is to live to see this evening. So
the challenge. Okay.
And with that, I will pass it to the non-Monday guy, Joe.
All right. I was gonna say that's really a short-term goal there, Jeff. Is my short-term goal in life is to make the next traffic light, and usually legally.
Usually.
I would say my goals for the rest of the year are, first of all, I am, some of this is hobby related, some of this is professional related. I am trying to revamp my golf swing. I found out that I was doing something wrong and I had a little injury where I need to revamp my golf swing, and I am making a mess of golf courses right now. Kind of like Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack. So I'm trying to do that. I'd also like to learn a little about AI. I'm using it a little bit, but I'd like to use it a little more. And then just kind of do other things like that. And my sister recently passed away, and I said I would not get another job until she did. I was doing some of the caretaking of her, not like it was 24/7. So I might poke around and look for something a couple days a week, say maybe starting like after Labor Day. So those would kind of be 3 things that would be on my plate the next 6 months.
Well, condolences, Joe.
Thank you. I have nothing but good stories to tell about my sister, and I guess one that I will tell was she had dementia for the last 10 years of her life, but she loved like classic rock music. And The two stories I would tell about her quickly is that one, she did not go to college immediately out of high school. In one of her first checks when she came home, one of her first checks that she got, she went out to a record store and she came home with this album. She said, "Oh, I'm just so happy I got this album. So happy I got this album." And mom and dad aren't home, so I'm going to put this on the stereo. It was the Eagles. So it was like that's how I got introduced to the Eagles. And when she was at the nursing home, probably about 3 months before she died, she had a very hard time communicating or carrying on a conversation. So I made a CD of music that I thought she would like. And one of the songs on there was ROCK in the USA by John Mellencamp. And when she could, when she would hear the music, she would pound on her wheelchair that she was like keeping time with the music. And with ROCK in the USA, she was just pounding her chair the one time. And I said, "Oh, Marianne, so you like John Mellencamp?" And her reply was, "Oh yeah, he's yummy." And it's just, I just
Yummy.
and so here's and it was just one of those things where music all the way up till the end, was still a good connection with her. So that's
beautiful stories.
So I mean, those are just good, fun stories to tell about her and her love of music.
Pass it on, Joe.
And who's left?
We got Cameron's left. Tim's left.
Yeah.
Hey, back to Cameron then.
All right. Next 6 months. I recently just got this position at Check Off Your List, so I want to kill it this next 6 months. So that looks like 50 to 60 closed deals. So that will be great. Someone mentioned AI, so I have some side projects that I would like to get off the ground that will kind of throw me in the industry. So that would be lovely. And then last one, I would like to buy my girlfriend an engagement ring. I'm not sure if she can hear me right now. Whispering. So those are my 6 months goals.
All right. Now you can pick someone else.
What happens on Coffee Connect stays on Coffee Connect. So it's like
I love it.
But this is being recorded. This is being recorded.
Well, at least, did Jared go? I think he's next on my square. So
I have not. Thanks for Cameron for the pass off. My goals are pretty basic. I don't know that I have many for work. I mean, I just moved to Columbus and I achieved that. So now it's more about, I'm looking at taking a couple more supplements and modifying eating habits to lose a little bit of weight. And truthfully, biggest goal in my life right now, get rid of debt. I need to pay down debt. Very big thing. Don't know that I've set a target for that yet, but it would be really nice to make that number a whole lot smaller.
most definitely. Yeah. Great goals.
Mm-hmm. And congratulations to you in advance. It's gonna be a good thing.
Yeah, like Ray said, it's going to be expensive, so I gotta figure things out.
Gotta find that infinite pool of money.
Yeah, that 101 is coming, Ray.
Us women are expensive. It's okay.
Anyway.
Ow.
At night when you're asleep, it's okay. Yeah.
You get to pick the next person. Jared just gets to pick the next person, I think.
Who said Tim?
Tim's available.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Goals for the next 6 months. On a business side, I'd like to add 15 new teammates, work on getting them trained and developed. Business add 10, add 10 million in new assets under management, to continue to grow that side of the business. Personally, continue my workout program. Started that back in, I think, August. Might have been July of next year. I have to look. But that has been the longest I've worked out consistently since high school. So I want to continue doing that. So I'm pretty excited about that. And a little bit more than 6 months, my son is getting married in February. So get that done and out of the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations. You better be pawpaw in a minute.
Oh, no, not yet.
Getting one more off of the payroll, right?
That's right. That's right. No, not until after what would that be? November of next year, that would be allowed to be Pawpaw, but not before then. Oh, shoot. I was going to throw it to our host who doesn't get off the hook from this just because he's hosting. However, I could be wrong here, but it looks like Khrushchev has a FC Cincinnati jersey. I don't know. I see blue and yellow and FC.
No. It is my jersey when I played a cricket tournament.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll throw it to you anyway. I like the colors and I like the jersey.
Hey. Hi, how do I begin? Should I introduce myself first?
Yes, you should, but take a few seconds to introduce yourself. Is this your first time at Coffee Connect?
Coffee Connect, yes.
All right. So what the structure of the meeting is a little modified today, and you arrived a little later after I explained the structure. What we're doing now is people we're talking about what our plans are for the second half of the year, and
okay.
But take 30 seconds to tell us who you are, what you do, who you solve problems for, what problems you solve for them, or if you're in job transition, what you're looking for.
I
Tell
help
us what you want for the next 6 months.
I help people navigate through life adversities by offering holistic spiritual guidance beyond the material realm. And I enhance the walking experience of Europeans by offering comfortable footwear as a retailer in a tourist area in Spain. Those are the two things I do. And the theme of my YouTube podcast is everything about business, personal development, and spirituality. Thank you for holding with me for more than 30 seconds. For the next 6 months, what do I look forward to for the next 6 months? I look forward to maintaining calmness during this phase of mine, and whether things will work out or not, just maintain calmness and resilience. And the right word is equanimity. And this is for lifelong. It's not for the next 6 months. And in the next 6 months, I only look forward to networking more and focusing on myself, building myself, uh, along with being consistent at all the good habits, which include fitness, journaling, everything.
Perfect.
Wow. All right. as the person that got selected, you get to pick the next person. And I'm not sure if you pick somebody and they've already gone, we'll let you choose again. So I
Okay.
think actually, how about this? Who has not gone yet? I think Julie
Yeah, raise your hands.
and Lamar. Do you want to pick
Okay,
those?
Julie.
Hi there, guys. Thanks, dear. At 4 o'clock today, I hope to get my AC fixed.
Yeah.
That's my short-term goal. I try to do 5 to 8 networking events a day, or no, a week. And that, so I have my mornings and my evenings free in that, because normally lunch hour, I'm watching the dogs. Okay, they're just coming down. Oh God. And I hope to take a vacation. Oh my Lord.
Ooh, where you want to go on vacation?
I go out west all the time, and that I have family in Sedona and Flagstaff, so I take like a 2-week time period and go out there and I do a big giant road trip. I really want to go to Olympic Glacier, Yosemite, but I have no family near there, so it's a little hard to get
Makes
to.
sense.
I've been to all 50 states, so for that
Oh,
I
wow,
like
that's great.
travel.
Right.
So that's all for me. And I'm gonna go and throw it to Lamar.
Thank you, Julie. I'm gonna build on what you said. I've been to all 50 states too, but I'm giving myself credit because when I was in Hawaii, I was changing planes. So I gave myself credit for being there. For the next 6 months, I have 3 things, not in any particular order. The first one is I'm going to continue to make win-win introductions. I really love to do that after I get to know who a person is, and I just love to make win-win introductions. The second thing is I'm in a number of job seeker groups, and what I'm trying to do now is strengthen the leadership team of each of those groups, so that quite frankly, in the next year or two, I can retire. I'm going to brag for a second. I'll be 79 this year. I'll be 80 next year. Oh, I'm really good at math. I'll be 80 next year, and my goal is to then transition out of the leadership roles. I'll still support the groups. And then the third thing, and the ones that have been regular attendees will know this, I need to get back in shape. This has been an incredible year. I had spinal surgery in the fall. I had knee surgery in the winter. I'm looking at some follow-up surgery on another part of my body coming up in August. So I really want to get back in shape so that I can take some lessons from Joe on my golf swing and be able to get out and play. My wife keeps asking, when are you playing? I said, well, as soon as I recover. And I've been checking off who's not spoken so far. And hold on. Julie, Tim. I don't think we've heard from Jeff yet. Jeff Hexter.
Oh, yeah. So, I some of you know that I have I don't have a business mission for my business. I have a personal mission, and it's to surround myself with people of character whose success is important to me and help them be more successful, which is why I network. It's so I can meet more people, so I can introduce the people that I meet to the people I meet and make connections for people, just because it is the right thing to do and it's really fun. So I want to keep doing that, and I think I've been pretty good at that. But in the last 6 months, I've slacked off on my reading, and I need to kick it up a notch and get back into reading more books. I typically read 50 to 80 books in a year, and I think I'm into, I think I'm around 15 books, maybe 20 books this year so far. I'm a little under my numbers, and I want to get back into reading, and in this case, maybe rereading some of the stuff that I've read. So I just finished doing, for the second time in a long time, what's it called?
Memory?
Never Eat Alone. Thanks, Lamar. That's funny. I just finished Never Eat Alone for the second time by Keith Ferrazzi, and I'm surprised at the number of things I've forgotten from his book. It was a good reminder.
And
Never
Jeff,
Eat Alone. Okay.
you might tell people, part of that, you belong to a book group, and you're very good at getting books and then listening to them. Don't you listen to some of them recordings?
I listened to everything at double speed. How do you think
Okay.
I get through so many books?
Well, that's why I want everyone to hear that.
Sometimes I have the print version. I think here. Yeah, sometimes I have the print version with me instead of just the audio version, and it's just you want to take
Maybe
to the book.
you could drive to Cincinnati. You could probably get a couple books in.
I don't have to drive to Cincinnati anymore. My kids are both home. That might be another goal. Get my kids
Out.
Both have jobs, but come on. It was easier when I only had to cook for two. Anyway, those are my goals. If I can get at least one out of the house by the end of the year, that'd be nice. We'll see. They're both post college. They can do it. All right.
I'm thinking Ray's looking to make some acquisitions,
I'm also willing to marry them off. Only one of them has a boyfriend.
We are
That
recording.
sounds expensive.
Reminds me of the Blues Brothers movie. Sell me your children.
Jeff,
How
please.
much for your daughters?
Was Steve able to go?
Nope,
Did I
I'm
hear from
still up.
Okay.
All right, so I'm on the job hunt. So my primary goal, at least in the near term, is to keep networking and land a great med device job, engineering job. Have money going back into retirement and coming out. I like a couple of you guys were talking about AI. I'm gonna need to learn a lot more about that to help out and keep the network growing, and continue getting back into shape. Thanks.
Great goals.
Well, we've gotten through everybody. We're getting. Normally, at this point, we'd be getting into the last conversation after breakout rooms. We don't have to end early, but do we? I'm not actually sure where to take the meeting at this point. I would suggest, though, a little before you go, Lamar, I would suggest, though, if you heard somebody say something that you think you can assist them with or make introductions that can benefit them, call them out in the chat. Ask them to reach out to you or reach out to them so that you can actually have a conversation, a one-to-one, and see if you can actually help each other. It's one of the most powerful things we can do. Go ahead, Lamar.
I'd recommend everybody put their information in the chat. I don't know that everyone has. And then, Jeff, you can show them how to save the chat.
That would be great.
And then the third thing I was going to recommend is that, building on what Jeff just said, is if you thought this was worthwhile, this is a group of professionals that really want to help each other. And so if you have someone in your network that you're trying to help, or you want to help them become a better networker, invite them to the next meeting. We meet every Tuesday morning, other than holidays, but we meet Tuesday mornings virtually. And I'm going to brag for Rodney, who's not here, but Rodney has had Rodney has had attendees. Jeff, is it 15 different countries?
Something like that.
Including people. In fact, I think we have a speaker in 2 weeks that's going to be logging in from Europe. So it's a great way to grow your network, a great way to learn, and a great way to share what you've learned. Beautiful. This is paid political advertisement on behalf of Rodney.
That's nice. And Rodney's in Europe right now, and I haven't been updating myself with his travel log, but last I saw, he was having a good time there. And for the record, I will be in Paris July 24th to August 5th. So I think I'll be missing meetings from that. I don't think I'm going to be able to sign in from there. I'm going to share my screen again for a minute, Lamar. I just want to show who's coming next, and then we can get back to you raise your hand again. So we have upcoming. Did it actually share? Just give me a thumbs up.
There we go.
Thank you. So we have Samantha Kelly on 8th of July. Leading neurodiversity is the topic, and actually I have a slide with that. So she's going to be talking about unlocking unique strengths in the workplace with people's neurodiversity. And I don't have any other information about her, but anybody know where's the 513 area code?
Cincinnati.
Okay.
I've seen her speak. She's a good speaker.
Oh, wonderful. So that's who's presenting next week. I think that's the last week that I'm taking over subbing for Rodney, then he'll be back. And if you are not on the mailing list, a reminder, you can send an email to ccinfo@addictedtoconnecting.com, and Rodney will add you to the reminder email list. It is the same Zoom link at the same Zoom time every week with the same Zoom password, and all of that information is actually on the Addicted to Connecting website. So even if you don't get the email and you don't save the Zoom link in your calendar on your device or your computer, you can always go to the website and get it from there.
I have the same email from about 2.5 years ago that I use every week.